Welcome members of the school committee, faculty and staff, friends and family, National Honor Society members, and inductees. Tonight, 22 sophomores, juniors, and seniors will be inducted into the Huguenot chapter of the National Honor Society, and 21 NJHS members. Acceptance to the society signifies the achievements of high standards in scholarship, character, service, and leadership. It is the hope of the society to inspire its members to strive for the highest goals. This proud accomplishment marks a milestone in the lives of our community's future leaders. I would now like to introduce Oxford High School Principal, Mr. Tebow.
Thank you. Good evening, I'm Ross Tebow. I'm the principal of Oxford High School, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's induction ceremony for Oxford High School's National Honor and National Junior Honor Society. Tonight's ceremony is about celebrating Oxford High School's best and brightest students. However, before we do that, I'd like to first thank the parents, family, friends, and faculty members gathered here tonight, because without your unwavering support, tonight would not be possible. So thank you. The National Honor Society was formed in 1921, and its sister organization, the National Junior Honor Society, was founded 8 years later in 1929. For almost a century, these two prestigious organizations have recognized outstanding students from across this nation, and tonight, it's Oxford's opportunity to once again uphold this time-honored tradition. Tonight's students have been carefully vetted to ensure that each of the students recognized exemplify the pillars upon which both the NHS and NJHS are built, the pillars of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Tonight, before I fulfill my responsibility of introducing our NHS and NJHS advisor, I'd like to first both congratulate and, more importantly, to challenge our membership here. First, congratulations. Each of you has amassed an extraordinary record of achievement that is commendable, one which you, your parents, your community, and our school can be proud of. But with great honor comes even greater responsibility. Each of you now bears the responsibility to lead a life that is worthy of the honor of membership in the NHS or NJHS. Meeting this challenge will not be easy, but I'm confident that each of you is up to the challenge. I look forward to hearing and sharing in your continued successes as each of you continues to lead lives of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. At this time, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the advisor to Oxford High School's National Honor Society and National Junior Honor Society chapter, our ELA department chair, Ms. Courtney Nugent.
Thank you very much for joining us this evening and welcoming such talented individuals into the NHS and NJHS. This event is the most important tradition associated with the National Honor Society, and it provides an excellent opportunity to explain the purpose of our chapter. I would now like to introduce Senior NHS member Tyler Preventer.
Please rise as the color guard from our national recognized Naval Junior ROTC unit commanded by sophomore Tiara Sanchez presents our great nation's flag. Color guard commander, hoist the colors.
Aye, aye, sir. Work, arch. Forward, arch. Mark time, arch. Color guard, halt. Order. Arms. Ready, cut.
With hands over hearts, please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
Colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing with hands over hearts while Senior NHS member Amanda Jeter sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what
Retire the colors.
Aye, sir. Order. Arms. Ready, cut. Right, face. Arm. Forward. Arch.
Please be seated.
Thank you. I would now like to present Senior Historian Brooke Story.
The NHS Historian's Book is meant to chronicle all the events and volunteering activities the Society has completed throughout the year. This year alone, we've collected over 2,000 pairs of socks for Socktober, over 200 gloves for Glovember, while each member sitting here on the stage has done and exceeded at completing 30 service hours by working with organizations like Andy's Attic, while others earn their hours by working at the food shelf, and some working over the summer as either volunteer camp counselors or just with their family members. This year, I also decided to dedicate a section of the book to the senior members. By having each member fill out a biographical, I got the chance to know what my peers plan to do after high school, as well as what they hope to do in 10 years. And while I thought I knew pretty much everything to know about these people, I learned some interesting stuff. But all in all, the book helps show that NHS is not about scholarship, but it is also about using our time and skills to help better the world around us. Now, new members, as Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Remember, NHS is about making memories while helping others. Memories that you can put down in a book and remember for years to come. And now, I would like to present this year's book to Miss Nugent.
Thank you, Brooke. I would now like to introduce this year's officers of the Huguenot chapter, who will explain the 4 qualifications for the induction into the National Honor Society. The first qualification is leadership, which will be elaborated upon by Secretary Casey Pappas. Senior Lauren Cady will light the candle.
People often hear the word scholarship and immediately think of grades. However, this pillar is composed not only of one's grades, but also their determination and hard work throughout the academic year. To be recognized as a scholar proves that your hardworking attitude is evident to those around you. Scholarship truly is one of the most important aspects of our humble organization. We are leaders in the community, but more importantly, we are leaders in the classroom. Our academics and commitment to challenging ourselves with rigorous courses encourage other students in the school to challenge themselves as well. When others look to find the easiest way out, we are the role models for students who bring their best every day into every class.
Historian Brooke Story will explain the second of these qualifications, leadership. Senior Amanda Jeevry will light the candle representing leadership.
Dictionaries define leadership as the position, capacity, or ability to lead, guide, and direct. But leadership is not just that. Leaders take the initiative to aid others in a wholesome manner throughout their daily activities. They sacrifice their personal interests in order to yield to the needs of others. Leaders need wisdom and self-confidence to effect change in all aspects of their own lives as well as others. Whether it's leading a classroom, or sports team, or even a school club, leaders are all around us. So I will leave you with a quote by John C. Maxwell. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Knowing that you are now the primary examples of leadership in our school. It's now your time to lead the way as NHS members and show your peers the true definition of leadership.
Vice President Bill Sullivan will explain the third qualification, character. Senior Shane McCarthy will light the candle signifying character.
Character is what you do when nobody is watching you. Times where our actions are just out of kindness of our own hearts are the times that define us. There is no concrete way of measuring character. It is most simply seen in the respect that others have for you. It's what makes a student with good grades into a scholarly and honest student, a charitable person into somebody who enjoys serving others, and what makes somebody with a title into a respected leader. As Abraham Lincoln once defined character, character is like a tree, and reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, and the tree is the real thing.
The fourth qualification is service, which will be described by parliamentarian David Peliquin. The service candle will be led by senior Amanda Gretchen.
As members of the National Honor Society, we strive to connect and strengthen our community with service. We each possess the naturally born willingness to help our community along with those in need. Every member sitting up on the stage tonight has dedicated their time to help our community in innumerable ways. Some of the events that we have completed this year to improve our community include the Turkey Run and the Penny Wars. As my fellow seniors and I make our way to graduation and bring our high school career to a close, I am confident to say that we are able to look back and say that we have made a difference. I know that every member continuing their journey in the upcoming year will be able to say the same thing when they graduate. Thank you.
It now gives us great pleasure to announce the 2017 inductees into the Huguenot chapter of the National Honor Society and the National Junior Honor Society. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your pin and certificate. Welcoming you to the Society are junior officers President Taylor Patel, Vice President Jack McPherson, Secretary Elizabeth Lambert, and Treasurer Max Shepard. Presenting your membership certificates will be Principal Ross Tebow. Your pins will be presented by Advisor Courtney Nugent. Please hold your applause until all the names of the inductees have been read. NHS members Michael Warren, Ariel Millette, and Matt McGee and Lauren Hart will read the names of the new NJHS and NHS inductees.
Nicole Vidrusky. Alan Butsky. Isabella Buxton. Sarah Evans. Eden Fahy. Juliana Fox. Rachel Gaudet. Ashley Harris. Lauren Holmes. Ellie Janarico. Danielle Johnson. Samuel Kahn.
sprinkle in the bread. Soya McPherson.
The next row could just walk across the stage, that'd be great, thank you. Ashley McGowan. Nick Mercier. Caitlin McQueen. Peyton Showery. Ella Siltair. Joseph Zella. Jared Trojan. William Terrell. Molly Cook. Peyton Coonan. Sarah Christie Mum. Susanna Lambert. Isabella Rosario. And Rachel Story.
Madeline Tomlin. Christina Winsky. Alexis Alves. Haley Brescia. Anna Lexton. Sarah Carney. Michaela Christensen. Alyssa Cordamach. Jacqueline Curvin. Alexandria Holmes. Sean Janrica. Madison Kahn. Savannah Lamountain. Samantha LeMay.
Bridget Landron. Millette. Jan Murphy. Jillian Parr. Lynn Reed. Alyssa Singer. Tiffany Vo. Max Zostant. Deanna Gleason. Natalie Bolia. Will all the new inductees please rise? It is my honor to present the 2017 National Honor Society and National Junior Honor Society inductees. I will now lead the new inductees in the National Honor Society oath. Please raise your right hand and respond by saying "I do" after the oath has been completely read. Being aware of the honor that is being bestowed upon me by my election to the membership of the National Honor Society, I do hereby pledge loyalty to this organization. It shall be my earnest purpose to give unsparingly of my time and energy toward the promotion of all school activities, to maintain my high scholastic standing, to hold fundamental and worthy and untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader, and to make the ideals of the society the ideals of my school and life. You may all be seated. I would now like to introduce our speaker for the evening, the co-founder of the Be Like Brit Foundation, Cheryl-Ann Gengel.
Hi, everybody. You're going to do my photos for me. Congratulations to all you inductees. You should be very proud of yourself. I'd like to thank you for having me here tonight. My name is Cheryl-Ann, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Be Like Brit Foundation. Be Like Brit started about 7 years ago. My daughter, Brittany, who was just a regular kid, she grew up in Rutland, which is about 40 minutes from here. She loved her family, she loved her friends, she had a strong faith. She was a great leader. She believed in the best in people. She didn't judge people by what they had or what they didn't have. And more importantly, she was always a voice for those that didn't have one. When it was time for her to go off to college, she decided that she wanted to use communications in a way to help people. So she went to Lynn University down in Boca Raton, Florida, and I'd like to say it was all academics, but really the beach and the warm weather had a little something to do with it as well. But she went in there as a communications major with a minor in social work. And then come her sophomore year, she said, you know what, Mom, I think I really want to be a social worker. And at Lynn University, they have during that 6-week winter break, they have what they call a J term. And that's where the students go back 3 weeks early, so they have a 3-week break, and then they go back for they have an opportunity to do something else for 3 weeks. She could have gone to Italy to learn how to cook. She could have gone to California to do something in Hollywood. But she chose, along with her best friend Lindsay, to do a mission trip with Food for the Poor to Haiti, which is the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere. She decided if she wanted to help people, this would give her a great opportunity. And so the first week she went back on campus and they tried to prepare the students as best they can for what they're going to see, because all of us here have probably seen some poverty, but Haiti, it's nothing like any of us have seen. And the second week was in Haiti, and so Brittany, Lindsay, 10 other students, and 2 professors arrived in Port-au-Prince on Monday, and they really hit the road running. They went to an all-girls orphanage, they did a feeding program, they went to a handicap orphanage, they went to City Soleil, which is the worst slum in the Western Hemisphere, and I was able to talk to Brittany on the phone, and something touched her heart in Haiti, and she really fell in love with Haiti. She loved the people, she loved their spirit, especially the children, except she was devastated by what she saw. Children walking around without any clothes, kids that hadn't eaten that day or the day before, people going to the bathroom because there's no infrastructure there, so that they have to go to the bathroom, they go on the side of the road. And she sent me a text message that said, they love us so much and everyone is so happy, they love what they have and they work so hard to get nowhere, yet they're all so appreciative. I want to move here and start an orphanage myself. And 3 hours after I received that text message, Brittany, along with 300,000 other people, were killed in the Haiti earthquake. And not one day goes by that I don't miss my Brittany. But because of that text message, her dad Len, myself, and her brothers, that's how we've been able to get out of bed. It's been 7 years since that earthquake, which it seems like forever ago, and it seems like yesterday. But thanks to thousands of people, we've actually been able to make Brittany's last wish come true. It took 2 years to build Brittany's home, and you can see one of the photos up here. It's in the shape of the letter B for Brittany, because it's all about Brit. It's a 19,000 square foot earthquake-proof building, 19,000 square feet, because Brittany was 19 when she passed away. Earthquake-proof, obviously, it was very important to us that we build an earthquake-proof building so that no one else would experience what we have. I'm very honored to say that we actually won an international award from McGraw-Hill on the building of our building. We actually sat and received the award in New York City with the same people that built the 9/11 memorial. We have 33 girls and 33 boys living, beautiful children, you can notice how beautiful they are by the photos up here, living at Britt's home, and the 33 represents Brittany was missing in the rubble at the Hotel Montana for 33 days. When you look at the photo up here of the children, I love it because they're just happy kids. They're like most of us here. You have your own children, and nieces and nephews and cousins and things like that. They're just happy kids, and that's what we want. What you don't realize is when they came into us, they were all sick. They had worms. They were malnourished. They didn't go to school because in Haiti, you don't have the right to go to school. You have to pay to go to school. And there's 70% unemployment in Haiti. And if you don't work in Haiti, or if you don't have a job, that means you don't have money. There's no welfare system, there's no support system. So if you don't have money for food, then you can't send your child to school. So thanks to so many people that help us, all of our children now, they go to school. Our children actually have a bed to sleep in because they all came, they didn't live in homes like any of us live in. They lived in tents, few of our kids lived under bridges, and so the fact that they actually have their own bed that they sleep in, a real mattress, is a really big deal. Like I said, they have 3 meals a day. They do go to school. And when they come back after school, we have a lot of enrichment classes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like ABC Mouse. It's an online educational system. That was donated to us, and so the kids go online every day. We have an English as a second language program. And it's not to make them American children. It's so that if they learn English as a second language, that is going to give them the opportunity to help Haiti, get jobs in Haiti, like on the computer, and compete with, like you guys here, but keep those jobs in Haiti and help Haiti from within. We have 2 trips, we call our missionaries, we call them Brissionaries, like I said, everything's about Brit. 2 trips every month that go to Haiti. And when those Brissionaries come down, they stay at Brit's home, but they build a home for a family in the community. And to date, we've built over 75 homes for families, and it's a home, it's really a shed. It's about 12 by 16, but it's hurricane bracing in it. It really keeps them from the elements because in Haiti, it's a beautiful culture, but everyone's outside and it's 100 degrees out there. So it really is just shelter for when the bad weather comes. We give out 1,000 gallons of clean water every day, which may not seem like a big deal, but there's no, like I said, there was no infrastructure. So they don't turn on the sink and water comes out. They have to walk miles with buckets on their heads. And thanks to people donating a well to us, we're now able to give out more than 1,000 gallons of clean water, and that's what they wash with, that's what they cook their food in, and whatever else they need to do. We have a cistern that we're collecting water now, and we're going to be able to grow our own vegetables, and the more that we have and we share with our community. We have 1,150 square foot medical clinic at Be Like Brit, and we're really working on our medical now because all of our children are healthy, our children are immunized. That is not the norm in Haiti, and we feel that we're so blessed and so many people want to get involved with us. We need to help our community, and so we're going to be expanding our medical into the community. We're going to be expanding a feeding program into the community. We want people to have the basics, food, water, and shelter, and that's not a lot to ask. Like all of you guys here, you probably couldn't be where you are without support of your family and your friends and your teachers. And we can't do what we do without support of really thousands and thousands of people from all over the world. And people sometimes will say, well, I can only do this, or I can only donate $10, or I can only donate a jar of peanut butter. If you think it doesn't matter, it does. And so we were able to raise $2.1 million, $10 at a time, and that built Brit's home. It takes about 50 jars of peanut butter to feed our kids every month, and we get that donated. So when you put it all together, like if you think about it, if everyone in here just donated 1 jar of peanut butter, that's going to feed a lot of people. So it really does make a difference. I go to Haiti once a month, and I get to see Brittany's last wish in full action. I get to see the kids being all that they should be, given opportunities and the doors opening, and I love it. Like I said, not one day goes by that I don't miss my Brittany, but I see her spirit in the children, and I feel honored and humbled that you chose or allowed me to come and share my story, because when I get to share the story, we get to help more people in Haiti, and you help me to heal my heart with my daughter. So congratulations to all of you again, and thank you so much for having me. So, thank you.
Thank you, Sherilyn. Please accept this as a token of our appreciation.
Thanks.
At this time, we would like to recognize the junior members of our society. Senior William Sullivan will read the names. Please rise as your name is read. Please hold your applause until all the names are read.
Harley Boudreau, Lindsay Card, Anna Carava, Taylor Coonan, James Cutroni, Anna Delaquila, Brooke Dion, Ryan Dupuis, Joseph Grady, Kevin Huang, Elizabeth Lambert, Jack McPherson, David Meach, Jared Orell, Emily Pellerin, Victoria Sheehan, Max Shepard, Julian Tully, and Taylor Patel.
I would now like to introduce Senior NHS member Erin Reed.
We would like to recognize our senior NHS officers for their contributions to our society. Parliamentarian David Peliquin, Historian Brooke Story, Treasurer Tyler Preventure, Secretary Casey Pappas, Vice President William Sullivan, and President Emily Strazala.
Lindsay Card, Victoria Sheehan, and James Petroni will introduce the seniors who will receive their cords and plaques. Ms. Nugent will hand out the cords, and Principal Tebow will present the plaques.
Natalie Bolio, Lauren Katie, Amanda Frashan, Amanda Gebry, Lauren Hart, Shane McCarthy, Matthew McGee, Ariel Millette, Matthew Poutre, Aaron Reed, Michael Warren, Leanne Welsh,
Emily Strazala, William Sullivan, Casey Pappas, Tyler Preventure, Brooke Story, David Peliquin.
Would Junior President Taylor Vital and Junior Secretary Liz Lambert please come to the podium?
At this point, I would like to ask the graduating seniors to please rise. These students would like to pay special tribute to those who have been most influential in their lives, whether it was be as a teacher, a coach, or a mentor. They have been asked to submit the name of someone whom they felt made a significant contribution to their success. I will now list each student and the teacher as they present a rose to their honored guest. Once you accept the rose, please stand next to the student until we are finished. After all the names have been read, NHS members and inspirational persons may return to their previous seats. Aaron Reed and Jamie Taborda. Michael Warren and Tom Ward. Julianne Welsh and Joshua Colson. Natalie Bolio and Amy Russo. Lauren Cady and Evelyn Moynier. Amanda Frasham and Sue Muscofian. Amanda Jeffrey and Heidi Desantelli. Lauren Hart and Joel Rosenkrantz. Shane McCarthy and Paul Frickford. Matthew McGee and Mary Jane Hope. Ariel Millette and Alton Baggett. Matthew Future and Marcia Cramp. Evelise Trizalo and Courtney Nugent. Casey Pappas and Michael Adams couldn't be here. Tyler Venture and Matthew Welsh. Brooke Story and Joshua Whitaker. David Peliflin and Kevin May. I would like to introduce our advisor, Ms. Courtney Nugent.
Inspirational people and their students can now be seated. Thank you very much. Before we end the ceremony, I would like to take a minute to thank all of the Oxford High School, middle school, and elementary school faculty members that have supported us, as well as the students, to get them to where they are tonight. As a teacher myself, I know it's not always easy, but we often go above and beyond to help our students succeed, and I think this is a true testament to that. To parents and guardians and all other supports and mentors, we obviously couldn't do what we do as an NHS and NJHS chapter without your help, so we truly appreciate it. Even with all of their other commitments, if you guys look at who's being inducted, you'll see them at student council events, and you'll see them at Best Buddies events. You'll see them on sports teams and everywhere and anywhere in the community. But even with all of their commitments, they put NHS first. And that is truly remarkable because even though they're teenagers, they really understand the importance of the pillars of NHS. The dedication from the officers, as well as all of the members made this year, one where we were able to impact countless lives, from homeless teenagers in Worcester to premature babies to remembering the legacies of those we have lost to cancer. I really can't explain how proud I am to be the advisor at NHS and NJHS. Last year, it was my first year, and I thought it was going to be a lot more overwhelming than it was because the students truly put their heart into everything that they do. So again, thank you guys for everything you've done for the students. And thank you, students, for making it such an easy job. And at this time, our ceremony is concluded, and we would like for you to join us for a reception in the